Hello everyone and welcome back to Monster Mania, part of the Jesse Hecht Creative Collection. Today we're going over the Hobgoblin, Demogoblin, and Red Goblin from Marvel Legends. Before we begin, make sure to click that like button and claw that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. I really love this face sculpt for Hobgoblin. It has a lot of nice wash on it. It looks really cool. The eyes are pretty awesome and red. A little bit offset for me though, I think. They're too wide apart. That's my one complaint with this head sculpt. The nose is appropriately crooked and it looks really worn down. His face is a strange sort of mask-ish kind of wrinkled mess. I love it. The smile is really nicely done with the teeth. I love those teeth, and the chin is great too. Very great head sculpt. I like the hood as well. Looks awesome. We have a nice scraggle coming down the back with a lot of wrinkles going down it. Going down the cape, we have some tatters on the bottom. Looks really nice. I love this face sculpt and hood and cape. All incredibly well done. The body is one of your standard Marvel Legends bodies. Take your pick. It could be that one. It's nicely done. I like this a lot. The gloves are really cool. The colors are nice. It's like a cheesy kind of orangish yellow. We have the hands that are in cup to hold his pumpkin bombs that come out of this satchel. Going over a quick accessory. It has some nice detail. Wish there was some paint over here. We have paint on this little buckle over here, and it's nice and purple, bringing out a little bit of different coloration within the figure. The belt is nice. It's the same kind of one we've seen before from different figures. It rides a bit high on the figure, but no real complaints from me. It does hide the stripe of the articulation very well down there. This is a nice body sculpt and it has some great coloration. As far as the legs, these are basically the same kind of legs from Bucky Cap. They're nice. They're pretty good. I do like the boots. They're very well done. This color looks really good in them, and it brings out the texture and sculpt. They are awesome and look nice. Yeah, these have pins. I'm kind of used to them by now. They look great with the colors, so yeah, good legs. As far as accessories goes, he comes with a pumpkin bomb that has some really nice coloration to it. Unlike the other ones I've seen, this one has some very nice detail to it. It has a really cool green flame up here. It has some really nice detail as far as face sculpt goes. I really like the coloring inside. Makes it look like it's glowing green from the inside. It's really great. I love this thing. Looks super cool and very intimidating and creepy. He has a small glider, unlike the very large one seen in the animated series. It looks cool though, I guess, and is pretty neat. I like the face sculpt most of all, but those eyes are kind of scary. I do like the red in them. They're awesome. The jagged angular look gives it a nice little touch. Makes it look kind of very mechanical and creepy. We could use the port back here for some kind of blast effect that would have been awesome to add our own, but as is, it's pretty okay. My big problem with it is it doesn't have a part for a flight stand, as we'll see later on. Maybe this can slot into something over here, but for now, it's just a pretty good glider, not the best. Putting him on the glider is pretty simple. I recommend pre-posing him so he's already in a hunched over stance a little bit. Just slide his feet in here and you're pretty good to go. He doesn't have any hooked parts on his feet, so he'll have to kind of hang on for dear life on this thing. But yeah, he looks nice on this thing. It looks really cool with the whole shebang. He doesn't really lift off that well, but you have to really push him in to get it working. It's fine if you kind of angle him back. If you angle him forward, he might fall out of it. Yeah, that's kind of a bad sign. As far as articulation goes for Hobgoblin, the head can go left and right and then back this far, forward this far. You do get some nice pivot over here, which is a nice touch. You can also swivel the cape a little bit and move it up and down a tiny bit and back to forward. You can also swivel this around over here. The satchel looks nice. Just make sure it stays above the shoulder. Thank you. You can go up this far for the arm and down. Just watch out for it crunching over here. You also get a swivel right over here. All the way around, we get a swivel right over here. All the way around, a double jointed elbow and down, swivel and up and down. This one, and then swivel and then up and down with this one. You get a crunch back and a crunch forward. You get a swivel right over here. A splits that are really great. Is he going to be Jean-Claude Van Damming two different gliders? Who knows in the future. You can go up this far and back this far. You can go back all the way with the double jointed knee. Very nice, even though it has pins in it. You can swivel up here, swivel down there, down and up, and then pivot with two pegos on the feet. Very nice looking figure. I love the color scheme most of all. The articulation's pretty nice too. It's a really good figure. Sure, it's not the original Hobgoblin with the scale mail going on with that, but he does have a really neat glider and a pretty cool pumpkin bomb accessory with good paint. Pick this guy up, you won't regret it. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. Demogoblin has one of my favorite head sculpts in Marvel Legends. These teeth are insane. The tongue is crazy. I love how that looks. It really pops out. Man, this is like something out of like a really scary horror movie. I love this thing. The eyes are appropriately creepy. The face is reptilian and scary looking. I love it. I really like this sort of back portion of the hood. It's really nicely done. The rips in the hood are awesome. It's like he's really tearing out of that thing. Amazing head sculpt. One of my favorites of the entire line. I really like the coloration of the cape. It's the same as Hobgoblin's, but a nice touch is the interior is a different color than the exterior. Awesome. It matches a lot of the outfit. It looks really cool as well. I think it's the same sculpt as Hobgoblin, except different types of arms. That scale mail is back. It looks awesome on this guy. He also has some really clawed hands and some chains going on, with a demon for a belt buckle, along with more rip hands going on over that, or a little pouch going on over here. I guess it's not a pouch, but it's more of the belt. A strap going down all the way with a nice buckle. Looks amazing with chains also. Amazingly done for this figure and beautiful. As usual, the legs are the most boring part, but they at least spice up the color a bit near the end with some red for those boots. A nice touch. He also has that weird kind of clown shoe thing going on with the tips up, the jester shoe kind of thing. That's really nice. Good touch on that, but they could be a little bit more panache in my opinion. He also comes with another version of the pumpkin bomb. It looks really great. I love how this thing looks. It's even better than the last one. It is a darker shade of orange that gives it a little more credence and look. It looks awesome. I love this thing. This is probably my favorite pumpkin bomb, I think. It's wonderful and very nice. Super cool and just amazing. Yeah, the other one had the green on it, but this one is just more orangey, and you guys know how much I like orange. He also comes with a glider on a stand that's on fire. It's beautiful. Taking a quick look at the stand, you can get 3 different configurations. Tallest, shortest, and mid-range. I prefer tallest just because it looks much better. There's a bald peg on the bottom that pops right into this, and it fits really well. You could swivel it around as much as you want all the way. Really nicely done for this. But back to this piece, it's amazing. I love this. We get some nice, really deep red for the head. There's some horns on there, and a lot of sort of flames going out. Claws in the front, some hooks for his feet. We also have a nice yellow going across the center, and then a slightly deep red going on in the back. It all fades really nicely. It looks really great from any angle. Beautiful piece. Highly recommended to at least get 2 for what I'm doing later on. Once again, pre-posing Demogoblin to put him on the glider. We actually stick him right here and here. His feet fit excellently on this thing, and it looks wonderful. I love this whole bit. It's amazing. This is really great. Fits really nicely. It's incredibly snug, and I wish that Hobgoblin was like that, but this is at least designed for this figure, so I'll give it kind of a pass for this one at least. But yeah, they really should have fixed Hobgoblin's glider. As far as articulation goes for Demogoblin, the head can go left and right, back this far, forward this far, some okay pivot over here. You do go up this far with the arm. It kind of crashes into this and doesn't really work that well. If you go up any farther, it pulls out of the socket. It is a Build-A-Figure after all, so be careful with that. Goes down. You can move this a little bit, and you can move this a little bit. It doesn't really move out of place though, like Hobgoblin. You can also go all the way around with the arm, provided you move that cape out of the way. You do get a swivel over here at the bicep, double joint elbow, down, left and right, up and down with this over here, and you also get a swivel and then up and down with that very nicely. Back this far, forward, swivel over here, hindered by this piece right over there, as well as the strap going on. Get up this far with the legs, splits. Yeah, it's alright, not as good as Hobgoblin, and in you get up this far pretty well, and back pretty nicely. Goes up, it's alright. Swivel over here, down and up, and then pivot with 2 peg holes behind the feet. Really nicely done figure. I love the sculpt more than anything. He has a hard time standing and keeping balance for some reason. He has a lot of stuff on him. Articulation is alright, I would think, but I think the sculpt and paint really wins out for this guy. The accessory of this glider is phenomenal. I love the colors of it. It's really great, and his pumpkin bomb is really nice too. I like the new coloration for it. It's wonderful. Highly recommended to pick up this guy, or at least his glider, for what I have coming up next. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. For Red Goblin, his face looks kind of weird. I'm not sure why. It looks very old man to me instead of Gray's Carnage Goblin hybrid. It's alright, I think. It looks much better in the comic as far as that goes. It looks weird in this figure. It's all sinewy and strange, and this white just doesn't really lead that much towards it. It's a really weird head sculpt that I really don't like as much as I probably should. It looks way better in the artwork than it does on an actual figure. The body is your standard Bucky Cap Carnage average body, nothing really much to say about here, except the deco is very nice. Could be a little better, I think, on the arms, at least. We do have some very nice little tendrils and sinewy stuff going on. It looks really creepy and awesome. This piece you can turn around to get some more effect for the front, to make it look creepier and scarier, but that face doesn't really do it many favors. The tail is really neat too, but it can't move. It's stuck in this one position. I do like the spike on it. It had nice little sinewy over here, but going up, it just kind of weird. It reminds me of the genie from Aladdin. There isn't really that much to say about this, and it's kind of weird to me, so I'm just gonna move on. I think the legs are my favorite part. They look wonderful. I really love this sort of sinewy parts coming out of his thighs that are really awesome. We also have some really cool sinew coming up from his feet, and they're all black. That's great. He has some toes and stuff going on with spikes on them and claws. It's wonderful. Topped off with some nice little weird carnage symbiote coming off over here. These are really nice legs that look great and complement the tail really well. The bottom half is better than the top. As far as accessories goes, he comes with a little backpack of sinew, symbiote, what have you. It's nicely done. We've seen this before in different figures. It does plug in very well, and the back looks really nice without it. But putting it on, you get a little extra red in there, as if there wasn't enough already on the figure. It gives him a little bit more oomph, but again, that face. He does come with his own brand of pumpkin bomb that looks just like Daddy. It's awesome. I really like this, and it's kind of funny in a way. It looks just like the character that's throwing it. It's really weird. It has little wing-like eyebrows. It has sort of like black teeth with red going over the top. The squiggles are really nicely done for this. It's pretty cool. Almost like a cherry bomb in a way. We have some little yellow on the bottom, and it's really cute and kind of weird. I don't know what's going on with this, and it's just strange. That head needs to be redone, please. As far as kitbashing goes, I gave him this glider from Demogoblin, and it's pretty sweet. You can pick it up with a purchase of White Rabbit, the figure, and yeah, this is wonderful. It fits incredibly well, once again, into the stand very nicely. I really love how this all looks, and it really ties the character together. He does have a flaming glider in the actual comic, so yeah, this fits really well, and makes him even scarier than he was before, which makes him just okay scary, I guess, with that face. As far as articulation goes, Red Goblin's head can go left and right, and then up and down this far. Some okay pivot, I guess. You go up this far with the arm and down, all the way around. Swivel right over here, double joint elbow with pin, swivel up, down over here, not that far down, sadly. Swivel up, down, not that far down, back this far, forward this far, swivel over here. You get these splits, not that great at all. Goes up this far and back just okay. I'm gonna use this leg. Goes up this far, pretty alright, and down. You get a swivel over here. You do get a swivel over here. You get a down and a up and a pivot, which you goes up on the feet. The tail can kind of move a little bit, but it goes back into position once you move it. So yeah, it's stuck here. This is a interesting figure. I love the concept that Norman Osborn and Carnage can team up to make the Red Goblin, and it's a formidable foe, but I just find that it's sort of half-baked in the look and execution. The body is fine for me, but the head is really where it's at, and they missed it by a country mile. What a shame. They also could have added some articulation to the tail, which is just sort of sitting there with a bunch of red. They could have made this figure a winner, but I do appreciate the pumpkin bomb accessory he comes with. It's very cute and kind of weird for the figure, but the best thing about him is that you can give him a glider, and that's what all goblins need, a glider. He's a nice figure, but very miss instead of hit. For height comparison, Hobgoblin stands at about 6 1/4 inches tall, Demogoblin stands at about 6 1/4 inches tall, and Red Goblin stands at about 6 1/4 inches tall, maybe 6 inches or so. Very nice figures. I definitely recommend getting the Hobgoblin, then Demogoblin, then Red Goblin if you really want them, but they are really cool figures with nice accessories and great color schemes that are pretty awesome. And also here's Jesse Hecht Creative. That's it! I'm never going water skiing again! Overall, these goblins are pretty frightening, especially for Spider-Man. Hobgoblin is really great. I love this look for him. It's incredibly classic and bright and vibrant, but no less dangerous. I love the splashes of purple. The blue is very nice. The cheesy yellow is wonderful, and the orange just brings it all out. The face sculpt is really awesome. The body is pretty okay. Those splits are nuts for his articulation, and he looks really nice overall. I do like the glider, and I wish it had a flying function, and the pumpkin bomb is second to none. Incredibly great piece. Demogoblin looks awesome too. I love his color scheme as well. The tan really brings it out. That face sculpt is insane, and I do like how he looks all tattered, and it brings that Hobgoblin cape to another level. I really love the accessories he comes with, especially the glider. It's amazing, and that pumpkin bomb is pretty cool as well. A nice deep orange contrast to the other ones we've seen before. An excellent Build-A-Figure and figure for years to come. Red Goblin is sadly a letdown. He has a nice color scheme and pretty good articulation. The accessories are nice too, but when he's bolstered that much and greatly by the glider, it makes the rest of him seem to pale in comparison. I do find that the head is the weakest point of him. It needs a redo, a retouch, and this whole figure probably needs some better articulation. I do love the concept of Norman Osborn and Carnage, two of Spider-Man's greatest enemies coming together to fight him, but in this form, not so much. It would be a laughing stock, and Spidey would make so many jokes about him. If you want a frightening foe for Spider-Man, I would definitely pick up one of these goblins. They are scary beyond all reason. So which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com for more reviews like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and do keep being creative. Stay tuned.